This week I have 4 dump and go recipes to help you save time. I know as a working mom, it's very important for me to be able to have a meal on the table when I get home, and this is perfect for that. I started with a sweet chili meatball, and this is a pretty simple recipe. You just put in this sweet chili sauce and then some jam. Calls for grape jam, but I have a child who does not like grapes. So I went with raspberry, and you really couldn't tell the difference. There was a little hint of raspberry, but it wasn't much. And I had these frozen sweet bell peppers, so I went ahead and threw those in too, and a little bit of water. I let this cook for a couple hours on high, and then I stirred it and just put it on warm until we were ready to serve it. And I served it with my microwave rice. So that made making the rice really easy. And we also had a salad with it. So this is a really quick and easy meal if you want to get dinner on the table in a reasonable amount of time. The next meal I made was a honey balsamic chicken. I chose to use frozen chicken legs, but it's also good with thighs. Hi, Monty! And it is good with fresh chicken as well. I knew this would be cooking most of the day, so I wanted the frozen chicken so it wouldn't get overdone. So I added my Italian dressing, my balsamic vinegar, brown sugar, and honey, and then a fourth a cup of soy sauce. I cooked mine on high for 4 hours, and since they were frozen, I stirred them halfway through so that the juices and marinade could get in all the chicken. But then they were done, and I kind of mixed them a little bit more so that they could get more marinade on them. And then I served it up with rice and added the juice onto the rice as an extra sauce, and we serve this with a salad. This is a very sweet chicken, but it's very delicious, and I haven't made it for a long time, so I was excited to have it again tonight. The third meal I made was actually supposed to be the fourth meal. I kind of made a meal the day before and forgot to turn on or plug in my crock pot. So unfortunately, that didn't work out, but that's okay. This split pea soup was really good. I bought a lot of frozen pre-cut up vegetables. I made it super easy to throw together in the pan, and I just put some seasonings in. Now, if you don't want your soup, if you want it more thick, then I would not add the extra water that I added. My soup was a little bit thin. So I put that on low because I put it in before work and I knew it was going to be at least 8 hours before I could get to it. Took out the bay leaf and stirred it up, and I like my soup a little chunkier, so I just whisked it so that the peas would break up. But I added back some more frozen vegetables so that I had a little more chunk. You could definitely puree this if you're into the pureed soup. And I added a little bit of browned bacon or crispy bacon on top. But if you want to keep it vegetarian, you just omit that. For this last recipe, I had bought sliced chicken breast, and I just sliced them up a little bit more, threw them in, some milk and cream of chicken and frozen diced onions. I mixed that together, and then I added frozen vegetables, corn, and cut green beans. And as I was mixing it, I felt like it wasn't quite creamy enough, so I added another can of cream of chicken soup and a little more milk. Then I got that stirred in really good. Then I put the stovetop stuffing mix on top and stirred that carefully, stirred the melted butter carefully into that. Once that was worked in well, I put the lid on and I put it on low for, it was probably 6 or 8 hours because I was at work. I went ahead and served some of this up, And then I kind of incorporated some of that stuffing into the pot.